I'm Patrick Erblund. I'm a new PhD student with Gail Zaleski's lab at the University of Maine, and I've been here for about 3 months now. Most of that time has been spent designing and setting up this hydroacoustic system that we're putting into the Penobscot River. We're going to be passively monitoring migrating fish as they move upstream to spawn. And we have 2 of these split beam hydroacoustic systems, one on either side of the river, that essentially form a gate that hopefully will capture most of the fish as they pass through and give us an estimate of how many fish are coming through every year. We have a couple years before any of the dam removals will be happening, so we'll get some good baseline data, and then we can compare that after the dams are removed. And the nice thing about doing it this way is we don't have to physically get a hold of them and measure them and tag them. We can do it all with just hydroacoustics.
This is a narrow beam, so it's around a 6.8 degree beam width, which is, if you can just imagine, like a spotlight, but this is sound instead of light. And then we're sending a known amount of power at 200 kilohertz is the acoustic frequency. And then it goes out, bounces off what's ever in the water column, and comes back. And that's what you're seeing here is a representation of, so from the top, this would be closest to the transducer, and then as you go this way, you're going out toward the middle of the channel. And the x-axis here is just time, so it's just sequential individual pings all put together to form this kind of a mosaic.
We've been thinking about using this type of technology to do this work for a very long time, and the funding has just not been available. But through the American Reinvestment and Recovery Act of 2009, the NOAA Restoration Center has made the funds available to the Penobscot River Restoration Trust and then to us to make this work possible. And then through that, we've been able to interact with not only state and federal agencies to make the work happen, but also nonprofit entities as well as industrial entities along the river that are all interested in seeing this project succeed.
Right now we're in Brewer at the Chinbro manufacturing plant, and they've been very helpful letting us use their property. They built us this awesome little shack to hold our equipment. They even brought a fork loader over to help us put our transducer mount into the water. On the other side of the river, we're at Waterfront Marina, and once again they've been incredibly helpful. They're letting us use their property, giving us electricity to run our equipment, and all sorts of advice and help in getting things installed. So everybody seems really enthusiastic about what we're doing, and we've been very appreciative of their help.